One, two, one, two. What is this? One, two, one, two. What is this? Welcome to Fresh Out of 88. We are live right now, and what do you know? You see the topic? It is about simping. What exactly is a simp, and how does it affect women? Again, what exactly is a simp, and how does it affect women? Let's dive into it, okay? First of all, what's a simp? We have to ask ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, what does simp mean? What does simping mean? What does simping mean? Right? And that's the easy one. If you want to get down to the definition, it's a fool, a simpleton. It's an English word, comes from the English word simple or simpleton. But basically, a simp is a fool in short. However, that's not what we're here to talk about. That's not what we're here to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to talk about a simp. And the simp that in short usually goes out of his way for a woman. In short, it's more to it than that, but a simp usually goes out of his way for a woman. Far beyond and over the top for a woman that's not interested in him. And that's the big kicker for a woman that's not interested in him. She may have a man, but boils down to where she's not really interested in him. However, she is using the benefits of having his interest. So that is what a simp is. That is what simps do, you know? And if any of that applies to you, then you are a simp, son. Yes, you are. You are a simp, son. Don't worry. Lots of guys out here, carrying what's called a simp card. Yes, a simp card. I said it. A simp card hasn't been used in a while, but you know, I'm bringing them back. A lot of these guys out here in the friend zone, these guys out here consistently pursuing women that are not interested in them. I mean, guys are out here always doing the most for females that don't like them. You are a simp, son. Yes, you are. You are a simp, son. Yes, you are. You are a simp, son. And you are a current holder of a simp card. Yes, you are. All right. So, what does this mean? What does all this mean? This simp and simp and simp. First of all, I want to declare exactly what a simp is. I wanted to clarify. That's the point of this video. I wanted to clarify exactly what a simp is. So now that we clarified it, now that we got an understanding of what exactly a simp is and what a simp card holder is, why is it important? Why is it important? I'll tell you why it's important. I'll tell you why it's important right now. You see that young lady on your screen? Not a bad looking young lady. Mexican IG model, in fact. She calls herself the Mexican Kim Kardashian. Joselie Kano, her name is. And you know what she did? She went and got herself butt injections. I'm assuming she got these butt injections to impress the opposite sex, right? Just assuming. Just assuming. She got to impress the opposite sex. Men, obviously. Right? I mean, just look at her. She's not a bad looking lady, but she got herself a butt job. Obviously, like I said, to attract the opposite sex. So before we get into this young lady, what are the dangers of simping for men and women? Well, let's look at the dangers for men. Why is this important? Well, sometimes, the men simping out there, you could get an unwanted child or be a stepfather, but that's not the worst of it. Simping can actually lead to financial distress. You've seen the stories. I don't have to go pull up the stories. You've seen them over and over again. I mean, guys are out of millions of dollars over simping for a woman. You've seen it. But the ultimate price for simping is death. Yes, I said it is death. This young lady, the Mexican Kim Kardashian, is in a box because of the botch butt job she had. She's 6 feet under in the grave, rotten. Okay? I wonder how many simps showed up to the funeral. That, my friend, that is the dangers of simping on both sides. It could ultimately lead to death or just a rough, miserable revelation. For both sexes, for the guy that's been simping for 20 years and realized, damn, I just wasted 20 years of my life. And for the woman that's been simped on and lied to by simps, thinking she's all this and all that. But when the wall come, and we're going to make a whole nother video about the wall, but when she come up on that wall, it's a different story. And actually, I'm going to go a little bit into that wall later. But let's move along. So those are the dangers of simping, right? Those are the dangers for simping. That's why it's dangerous. That's also why a woman defends simping. If you look up simping right now, you're going to see a whole list of women defending simps. They are online defending them. But face to face amongst women, they're down on you simps. They're down on you. When you guys are out there, y'all hollering at them, and she be like, oh, I got a man. And you be like, well, I could be your friend. They are laughing at you. They are like, oh my God, I can't believe. They are making fun of you. At the same time, they accepting all the attention, all the gifts, all the actual whatever simps are willing to come up off. And I ain't mad at them. I just want to educate. My goal is to educate, because there's a lot of simps that don't know they simping. And we're going to get into that in a few minutes here as well. So, why is this important? Because we see with Miss Mexican Kim Kardashian here, we see the extent she went to get guys to simp. Why is it? Why? What's so intriguing about getting simped on? Well, it's like a hypnotize. You can hypnotize somebody, put them in a trance, and you can get whatever you want from them. That's an advantage. That's a benefit. Shit, I wish I could do it. I could just be there and motherfuckers just start offering me shit. Like, that's an advantage. That's like a Thanos advantage. She's got all 5 of the Infinity Stones out this motherfucker. I'm serious, man. I'm making it comedy, but I am serious. This is serious business. Simping is almost as if you're being hypnotized. You could look at it just like that. She wants you to simp. And as I said, simping is just as dangerous for the females as it is for the males. I mean, as a male, you could lose everything over some simping. You could lose everything over simping. We seen it. And right now, this guy, Derek Jackson, right now, he's the king of simps. If you don't know, let me give you a brief history about this man here. The king of simps. This man, immensely popular. He's probably made millions. Speaking mostly to women about how guys should treat them. No, really think about that. How are you speaking to a woman about how guys should treat them? Shouldn't you be speaking to guys? No, you're speaking to women, because you yourself, my friend, are a simp, and you're leveraging the woman's attention to make money, to write books, and also to smack some sweet buttery cheeks. Because Mr. Derek Jackson here, speaking all this good man and this, that, just watch one of his videos. He actually speak this nonsense. And then he goes and cheats on his wife with a straggler. A straggler. For those of you that don't know what a straggler is a woman without a home. She just goes from, she be at Jerry house one night, Kent house the next, Superman, Batman, Spider Man. I mean, she with all the superheroes. She be getting the trains run on her by the whole Avenger squad. You know, that's what a straggler is. And he cheated on his wife with a straggler. That those are the dangers of simping. It could literally cost you everything. It's just not a player move, you know. So moving right along, how are simps used? What right now in our society, the biggest way simps are being used is right there. Only fans. Only fans. That is the biggest marketplace of where fans are being used. Fans, simps are being used. Excuse me, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We are here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. But yeah, let's get into it. I might have to turn his volume up some on his microphone. Let's get into it. So, OnlyFans is the primary way simps are being used. However, that's not the only way. I mean, they're going to taking chicks out on free lunch dates. All I mean, you guys know. We all know what's going on. They're just being used for random favors. It might be for a ride or just to hear her out on some BS. She might be, and the simps are going with it. A chick might be talking some total BS, and you're going with it, just agreeing, you know, just going with her. And she's completely wrong, but the simp is going with her. This young lady is not getting any personal growth. You're just simping to get to the cookie. And you're never going to get it. In most cases, you never get it. They use you for emotional reinforcement. When they do some fuck shit and they need an ear to cry to and need a man to talk to them, they call you simps. You know? Sometimes if they need what do they call it when? A rebound boyfriend? Somebody that's right there and you know they know they're going to have plenty of fun. Like, that's how simps are being used. But OnlyFans is the primary avenue in which, you know, I'm going to call them the Jezebels, in which they use simps. OnlyFans is the biggest way, and it's millions of other small ways. Is chicks that marry simps, and we're gonna get into that here in a few minutes. Marry simps just to take half of what they got and go in and marry another simp and take half. It happens. And that's why I'm making this video, because I gotta educate you simps. You guys, you are the target. You guys that are doing well for yourself, and you just want to find a nice girl to basically slap some sweet watery cheeks anytime you want. You want some pocket pussy. That's really what you want. You want some pocket pussy. That's just to boil it down. You want some pussy to go in your pocket or at your house. So when you get home, you get some pussy. And you just don't know how to go about it. So you try to offer. You simps gotta learn, man. That's not the way. It's either you simping out here or you pimping out here. It's really no in between. So, I mean, that's how simps are used. Now, here's what it all comes together at. How does simping affect women? How does simping affect women? And the number one effect, well, actually, this is more of a cause. The cause of simping, right? Simping causes monkey branching. Yes, monkey branching. You see the young lady down here, you see her in the pink dress, and you got the guys in the tree like leaves. Well, these are your simps in the tree. And all these simps are all actively pursuing her consistently. They're on it. They're good morning texts. They're in the inbox. They're all over. And this particular chick might have a boyfriend or somebody she's seeing, and these guys know it, but they're still on it. They're being the nice guy. Oh, whoa. They're being the friend, right? And they're just waiting for opportunity to come in and wow, 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 wow. They are up to simp activity. Now, it's a different story to be acquainted with a chick and just falling back, respecting the relationship, and not making any contact unless she initiated. That's some pimp shit. Like, okay, you waited out. She didn't came in. You didn't came and beat these guts out. Okay, that's some pimp shit. But the guys that know that she's in a relationship or just really not interested in you right now and just constantly on it, just there, you're a simp, bro. And it's not good for the woman because you're allowing her to go monkey branching. That's go from God to God to God to God to God to God. Let's dive into monkey branching real quick, actually. So you got your monkey branches, right? Your monkey branches allow your Jezebels to jump from God. Well, I'm sorry, the monkey branches are the woman, the Jezebels, going from God to God to God to God to God. Monkey branching is just an unhealthy flirting technique, pretty much, where people consider other new relationships while still in the same relationship that they are in. And there's a whole list of things up there to tell you the signs of monkey branching. We're not gonna get into that, but we're gonna get into the negative effects. We're gonna get into the low mood or mood swings, low self-esteem, stress, but the biggest one is difficult in making decisions. This can affect a lot of life decisions. No commitment or no lasting relationships. This is big when a woman's past 25, past 30, past 35. These are big things. Because not even simps are really looking to marry a woman this age. Very little simps are even looking to marry a woman at that age. Even simps want an attractive young woman, believe it or not. Most simps will take an older woman, but it's not even enough simps to go around. At that point, most of them probably got married when they're younger. Married younger when they were younger. So now you 35, all the simps gone. Now what? You see what it's end up monkey branching? Example of monkey branching. Let me give you a quick little example of monkey branching before I move forward. Just a quick example of monkey branching. Check it out, right? So you got your monkey branches. Usually go something like this. I'll love you forever and ever until something better comes along or I get bored. Just a brief example. Wait. Y'all want a real life example of monkey branching? Your boy Fresh got you. I've got you a real life example of the monkey branchers. Okay? No other than, and I don't even have to say her name. Miss Stacey Dash. Very, very gorgeous. One of the most beautiful women in the world in the 90s, right? Most people will say that. One of the most beautiful sisters in all of America in the 90s. Y'all remember Clueless? Yeah, let's take Stacey Dash. Let's take a deep dive on this Stacey Dash. Let's dive in deep on Miss Stacey Dash. Let's take a look. Wow. Stacey Dash with one of her ex-husbands. I'm not sure which ex-husband it is, but this is definitely one of her ex-husbands. She's married 4 times. Perfect example of monkey branching. What? You don't believe me? She's been married 4 times? She been around. Well, let's stop though. Before I continue. She's had 4 husbands. That's 4 guaranteed. Imagine all the guys in between. She's 50. She has been around. You see, simping causes monkey branching, right? And monkey branches lead to the cycle, aka the carousel, which means you end up getting ran through for 10, 20 years. After that, it'll be almost impossible for anybody to maintain a stable relationship after getting ran to for 20 years. Seriously, it'll be hard for a guy if he's running through everything for 20 years to settle down and maintain a stable relationship. Look at Drake. He can't do it. Seriously. So let's move along, right? Miss Stacey Dash. What do we got here? What do we have here? We got 1, 2, three, four husbands. From 2000 to 2020, 20 years, four husbands. None of them really lasted more than 2 years, barely a year. She's the queen of monkey branching. The queen of monkey branching. Well, I mean, she's had four husbands. Three of the four, I believe, are millionaires. Three of her four husbands are millionaires. And let's remember, Stacey Dash is 50. She's funky 50. And I'm not going to say it ain't nobody in line for 50-year-old pussy, but it's not a lot. Especially niggas out here winning. I just don't see it. All right. Let's move right along. Four husbands, 20 years. Stacey Dash net worth $200K. What the fuck? God damn it. $200K for four husbands. What is that? $50K a husband? And that's crazy because she made $700K off of Clueless. And here you go. 20 years later, that's 30 years now. Clueless was 30 years ago. $200K after four husbands? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Dr. Dre wife got $2 million a month. I don't know how that monkey branching really works out. Maybe it's safe that you should probably stick with one husband and ride him for 20 years and you can get $2 million a month. But monkey branching isn't the way. And that is clear to see. But where does this get us? Where does this get us? Like where? Where? Clearly, simping isn't good for men. And it's not good for the gals. So what are our options here, guys? What must we do? We must stop simping. Stop. How? How do we stop the simping? How do we stop the simping? Let's ask ourselves, how do we stop the simping? The number one way. Well, it's not necessarily one way to stop simping. There's a host, there's a host of things you can do to stop being a simp. I mean, I didn't do this to help anybody stop being a simp. I wanted to educate people on what exactly a simp is. And hopefully I touched on that. If you got any questions, you can hit the comments. I'll be happy to answer because I'm real passionate about this. But just to help out, I'm always want to help out. If you want to stop simping, simping is embedded in our culture. Okay, so if you're going to stop simping, you're going to have to stray away from mainstream American culture. That's hip hop, country music. Simping is embedded in all that. You want to delete all the music you got in your iTunes. Pretty much, most of it is simp tunes. You probably want to go listen to some classical music, some Beethoven. I don't know, man. Just that mainstream pop music, hip hop, not really is simp for you. Just a side note, I noticed how a lot of guys are wearing purses. That's some simpery shit. I mean, I would never. And they calling them man bags. Like, no, bro, that's a purse. Where'd you get that idea from? Who the fuck did you see wearing a purse to make you think it was okay? It's not okay. You got Gabrielle Union out here. I don't even know if she got kids, but she's turning Wayne's son into a girl. Let's take a pause because I want to Google that. Gabrielle Union, yeah, right? Is she? How you married one of the greatest NBA players and you still kept your last name? Dwayne, you're a fucking simp, bro. But that's none of my business. I do want to know if she got kids of her own. Gabrielle Union. I had to do this, guys, because I was just curious. Does she even have kids of her own? Let's see. Does she even have kids of her very own? Gabrielle Union. Oh, she has one child. Let's see. Union. So she met the dude in 2000. They married in 2001, separated in 2005. This was Chris Howard. Yeah, Union started. I'm trying to see her child. They married in 2014. She married Dwayne Wade in 2014. Union started an MTV prior to marriage with Wayne. Wade signing. Okay, so both her and Wade signed a prenuptial agreement. Okay, I just like I thought they welcomed their first daughter. So she did have one daughter in 2018. Recently, well, a couple years ago, baby like 3 or 4 years old. Um, via surrogate, and that's what I had. Like, I kind of had the idea if she did have a baby. I know she didn't have the baby, you know. But I ain't got nothing against Miss Gabrielle Union. She turned that little boy into a little girl. But back on topic, how to stop simping. Delete your music. All the simp tunes gotta go. All right. If you following any chick that you've been simping for on social media, bro, you gotta let her go. You gotta just unfollow all the chicks you were simping for on social media, and that's just that. Just let them go. Hell, even block them. Make it hard for them to ever try to find out and ask you for some more shit. You know, ask you to come give them a ride, or ask you for $10 or some bullshit they be coming up with. If you got a dating profile, get the lame shit out your bio. Put some fly shit up there, man. Come on, man. Stop trying to be a knight in shining armor to these hoes, bro. You know what? I don't want to talk like this. My daughter might be listening. But for real, bro, yeah, man. You actually, bro, get off any dating site. Get out in the world and knock these chicks face to face. Being on any dating site is some simp shit. So if you want to eliminate the simpery, get off any dating site, bro. Period. Just that's it. Get off a dating site. Movies, simpery. Just that's it. I mean, we all seen the movies where God comes save a chick, especially the Tyler Perry movies. Don't watch that shit. That shit is full of simpery. No, you want to hold these motherfuckers accountable. If you're interested in a young lady, at least let her show that she's interested in you before you start splurging your resources and doing all these things. Make her show you that she's worth it. Make her show you that she's worth it. That's it. That's the key. Make her show you that she's worth your time and resources. That's all. You know, but that's not really why I did my live, though. I didn't really come here to help teach guys how to stop being a simp. It's just kind of collateral damage, you know. Another way, the ultimate way to stop being a simp is to avoid the friend zone at all costs. At all costs, avoid the friend zone. We can call it the simp zone.